Seniors, stop for a second, because the first hour after you wake up is not just a morning routine. For many people over 60, it's the most fragile window of the entire day for the brain and the blood vessels. I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying it because once you understand what's happening inside your body during those first minutes, a few small changes can quietly lower your stroke risk for years. Here's the hidden truth most people never hear. Strokes don't always come out of nowhere. Many of them happen after a predictable chain reaction. Overnight dehydration thickens the blood. Stress hormones naturally surge in the morning. Blood vessels are stiffer than they were decades ago. Then, one habit that feels completely normal pushes the body just a little too far. In a younger body, that might not matter. In an older body, it can. The first common trigger is drinking coffee immediately after waking up. Coffee feels comforting. It feels familiar. But after 6 to 8 hours without fluids, many older adults wake up slightly dehydrated. That can make circulation less smooth right away. Caffeine can temporarily raise blood pressure and stimulate the nervous system at the exact time your body already has a natural cortisol rise. For some people, that combination is simply too much, too fast. The safer approach is not to quit coffee, but to delay it. Drinking a glass of water first and waiting 20 to 30 minutes gives circulation time to stabilize. Having coffee with a small bite of food instead of an empty stomach adds another layer of protection. The second trigger is sitting still on the edge of the bed for too long without moving. Many people wake up and just sit there, scrolling, watching the news, or waiting for their body to feel ready. It feels harmless, but right after sleep, long stillness allows blood to pool in the legs, especially when vein valves are weaker with age. The calf muscles act as a pump that helps push blood back toward the heart and brain. If that pump stays off, circulation stays sluggish. A simple fix is to add gentle movement before standing. A few ankle circles, toe pumps, knee bends, or shoulder rolls tell the body that it's time to send blood upward again. The third trigger is rushing to the bathroom the moment you stand up. When you stand quickly, gravity pulls blood downward. Younger bodies adjust almost instantly. Older bodies may respond more slowly, which can lead to dizziness or lightheadedness. Rushing adds stress on top of that. Straining in the bathroom can also trigger a reflex that drops blood pressure suddenly. A calmer sequence works better. Sit up slowly. Put both feet on the floor. Take a couple of slow breaths. Do a few toe pumps. Then stand up without rushing. If you feel lightheaded, pause. The brain values patience in the morning. The fourth trigger is skipping breakfast, especially when taking morning medications. Not everyone needs a large meal, but many older adults do poorly starting the day with nothing but caffeine and pills. That can increase stress hormones, create blood pressure swings, and in some people lead to shakiness or weakness. Morning stability matters. A small, simple option like yogurt, an egg, or a bit of protein with toast can help anchor the system, even if you're not hungry for a full meal. The fifth trigger is starting the day with stress from news, emails, or social media. The body already has a built-in morning alert system. Adding emotional stress on top of it can spike heart rate and blood pressure sharply. In older arteries that are less flexible, those spikes are harder to handle. Even a few minutes of calm before exposure to stressful information can change the entire tone of the day. Gentle breathing, light movement, or natural light first can make a real difference. The sixth trigger is never checking morning blood pressure. High blood pressure often has no symptoms, and many people experience their highest readings in the morning. If you've been diagnosed with high blood pressure, had a transient ischemic attack, or take blood pressure medication, occasional morning checks can reveal patterns that never appear in a doctor's office. The goal is awareness, not obsession. The seventh trigger is spending the entire first hour sitting completely still. It feels peaceful, but the body doesn't need stillness first. It needs flow. Staying motionless keeps circulation slow at a time when the brain is trying to reboot for the day. Gentle movement, even just a couple of minutes, helps oxygen delivery and reduces stagnation without stressing the system. Here is a simple, safe morning sequence that takes less than 5 minutes. When you open your eyes, don't rush. Sit up slowly. Drink a glass of water before coffee. While sitting, do a few toe pumps, ankle circles, and slow shoulder rolls. Stand up calmly and walk gently around the room for a short moment. Then, if you want coffee, enjoy it, ideally with a small bite of food. If you monitor blood pressure, check it after you've been sitting quietly, not while rushing. These steps are small, but they respect the older body instead of shocking it. One final reminder: if you ever notice face drooping, arm weakness, or trouble speaking, treat it as an emergency and seek immediate help. If this helped, subscribe and share to help others.